me, Miss Munoz, and we are going to be starting our reading lesson for this week. So, friends, there's our two icons, the wonders and the exercise your brain icon, that you can find all of these materials. So, let's get started. So, the theme for this entire unit, our big idea is together we can. So April is National Poetry Month. So we're going to start our lesson today with a poem. And the poem is called Together. Together is better, whatever we do. You get so much more done when someone helps you. If someone is lonely and not having fun, just ask them to play. Two is better than one. And books around much better than books sound much better when shared with a friend. Together is better, beginning to end. And that poem, friends, is by Constance A. Korami. So this is our lesson for today, friends. Our essential question: how can we work together to make our lives better? That's what we're going to be thinking about this week. The genre, what kind of stories are we going to read? Every week we've been reading different stories. This week it's fantasy. So we're going to be reading about fantasy stories. We're going to talk about our vocabulary words for the week. And what's our strategy, friends? What strategy are we going to use? Good readers reread. That is our strategy that we're focusing on this week. So let's get started. So, thinking rocks are up. How can we work together to make our lives better? Friends, I'm thinking since we're at home, maybe we could help our families. That's a way that we could make our lives better. So, I'm going to be thinking about how I could help my family this week. So, what kind of stories are we going to read about this week? We're going to read about fantasy. So, what is a fantasy story? A fantasy story is an imaginative story. That could never happen in real life. It usually includes magic. And many fantasy stories include magical characters like talking animals, witches, and superheroes. It often uses personification. We remember that. That's when we give animals or objects a human quality, like talking. The setting is unrealistic or a magical place. And the author's purpose? What's his purpose? To entertain us. So, an example of a fantasy story that I know that we have seen and also read before, The Polar Express by Chris Van Allsburg. That's a story from our past that was a fantasy story. So, friends, here's our weekly vocabulary words. Are you ready? I'm ready. Number 1, argument. Number 2, conflict. Number 3, fair. Number 4, shift. Number 5, risk. Number 6, demand. And number 7, emergency. And we're going to work a little bit more with those vocabulary words in our next lesson. So, friends, our story today that we're going to be listening to is called The Cat's Bell, and that's based on a fable by Aesop. So, friends, again, this is a fantasy. So think of those characteristics about a fantasy. So just looking at our pictures, make a prediction. What do you think this story might be about? Looking at this, I think it might be about a mouse and a cat. Because I see a mouse and a cat in our picture. Now, as you're listening to the story, I want you to be thinking, friends, about about this mouse because he has a big problem. And we're going to read to find out how the mice work together to solve this big problem. Are you ready? I'm ready. Eyes are watching, ears are listening, and bodies are calm and still. Here we go, friends. The Cat's Bell, based on a fable by Aesop. A hungry little mouse peeked out of her hole. Her tummy rumbled. She could see a table loaded with good things to eat. The people in her house had just finished dinner. Look at all the lovely leftovers, she squealed. The other mice sniffed and sighed. They were hungry too. So much yummy food, said the little mouse's friend, and we can't have any. That's not fair. The hungry little mouse nodded. The food was there, but so was Max, the cat. He was looking at the mouse hole and swishing his tail back and forth. Her tummy rumbled again. I'm going to get supper, she said. Don't go, squeaked her friend. You could get hurt. We do have to do something about that cat then, said the first little mouse. But what can we do? Asked her friend. The other mice were listening to them. We need a dog to find a dog to chase Max away. One said. That's silly, said another. Where are we going to find a dog? Besides, what if a dog chases us too? We can't risk that. Let's just wait until he goes outside, said a timid mouse. But he could sneak back in, said an older mouse. That's the trouble. We never know when he's coming. Soon the mice were in the middle of a big conflict. One mouse after another shouted out ideas about what to do. Each mouse tried to shout louder than the others. The first little mouse could not stand the noise. She put her paws over her ears. Let's see what happens next. Then the little mouse had an idea. Noise! That's the solution, she shouted, taking her paws from her ears. Max sneaks up on us because he's so quiet. If we hear him coming, we can run away safely. The other mice nodded. What we need to do, said the first mouse, is to put a bell on the cat. All the mice jumped up and down in excitement. They twirled their tails and clapped their paws. What a wonderful idea! Then a wise old mouse spoke up. Yes, he said. It's a good idea, but let me ask you this. Who will bell the cat? The mice stopped clapping. They looked at each other. Who would take such a risk and put the bell on a cat? Not me, said one, and another, and another. You do it. No, you do it. They pushed and shouted at each other. None of the mice wanted to get close to the cat. Another argument was starting. Stop, cried the little mouse. There's no need to quarrel. We must all work together. The mice got quiet and shifted their feet. I know where there's a bell, said the timid mouse. It's in the children's room. When Max goes outside, I'll get the bell, offered a strong mouse. I can find a ribbon, said the little mouse's friend. We'll string the bell on the ribbon, said the three young mice. And we'll put it where the people will find it with a note that says, "For Max," said the two grown-up mice. Early the next morning, all the mice were watching when the people came into the kitchen for breakfast. "Oh, look at the pretty ribbon with a bell," said the woman. "And it's for Max." She quickly tied it on Max. He looked very silly as he ran to hide, the bell jingling with every step. All the little mice were thrilled. They couldn't wait for the people to finish breakfast so they could have theirs. Oh, friends, that is an amazing story. So, our strategy. What was our strategy, friends? Do we remember? Oh, I remember. Reread. Good readers reread for those details. Now, friends, you were listening to Miss Munoz reading. Now, friends, this is the story I was reading. There are the words for you, friends. So, rereading can help us understand important information in the story and help us understand the story just a little bit better. So, I'm going to reread some parts of the story and I'm going to pay attention to maybe some of those parts I just didn't quite understand. So, friends, let's reread a part of this story. So here, friends, it says, so much yummy food, said the little mouse's friend, and we can't have any. It's not fair. Friends, let's think of that word, fair. Fair is if something is fair, it is reasonable and follows the rules. For example, John did not think it was fair that his sister got a big cup of hot chocolate than he did. So, friends, let's go back to our story. So much yummy food, said the little mouse's friend, and we can't have any. It's not fair. Oh, friends, some of you might be thinking about the fair, like maybe the Fresno Fair, our big county fair. Friends, this word is a multiple meaning word. It means different things, but we have to use our clues to remember, what might this word mean in this sentence? So, friends, let's read it one more time. So much yummy food, said the little mouse's friend, and we can't have any. It's not fair. So the mouse, he was thinking about food, and he wanted food, but he couldn't have it because of the cat Max. That's right, friends, Max. Because who was preparing the food? Oh, the family. That's right, friends, the family. So the family was preparing and eating the food, and we can see that up here in the picture, friends. And the cat, Max, he was not going to let this mouse get to that food. And the mouse was saying, so much yummy food, and it's not fair. So, friends, good readers reread and they dig for details. And our word that we focused on was fair. If something is fair, it is reasonable and follows the rules. So, friends, to conclude our lesson, remember our essential question. How can we work together to make our lives better? So, friends, here's your assignment. Work together with your families this week to make your lives better. Then what can you do? Next, take a picture. Then send the picture to Miss Munoz this week so I can see you working hard on making your lives better. Okay, friends, see you at our next lesson. Have a great week.